Happy Friday, good morning. We had a little connection issue, but we are here. My name is Francesca and I'm gonna be your guide for the next 20 minutes. We're gonna do a little yummy yoga flow, just to like a yoga morning flow. So it's just gentle, mindful little flow. Good morning, Les, nice to see you. So as I said, we're gonna have a little yummy, gentle yoga. We're gonna be on our mats, and if you do have some props, I would love you to grab a block, or maybe two, maybe a strap, or a shirt, or a towel, whatever you have. And then we're gonna get going, settle down onto our mats. We're gonna start in Supta Baddha Konasana, down onto our mats. All right. Lay down onto your back. Bring the soles of the feet together. Let your knees to fall out to the side. Put the chin to the chest. Place your hands onto your hips, to your inner thighs, inner groin area, to encourage that nice opening. But nothing forceful. You're just simply allowing the hips, the inner groins to open up by letting the knees to fall out to the side. Closing the eyes, tucking the chin to the chest. Lengthening through the whole spine. Take a slow inhale through the nose. And the slow exhale out through the nose. And just slowing down the breath, slowing down the mind. Start to let go of your morning, let go of your week, let go of your month, let go of your thoughts, your fears, your concerns. Just simply tuning in with the breath, creating space onto the mat. Softening the muscles around the jaw, softening the muscles around the face, around the eyelids. Good job. Gently pull the knees together, close them together, and pull the knees onto the chest to give yourself a little gentle squeeze. Keeping the back of the skull down to the mat, pulling the knees to the chest, feeling a nice pinching sensation in your hip flexor. Then guide your knees over the hip line and let your knees to fall over to the left together. So you bring your right arm out to the side in the goalpost position. Maybe place the left palm onto the right knee and then gently guide your gaze over to the right shoulder. And then come back to center. Bring your knees back to center. Keep the knees over the hip line. Then gently guide them over to the right. Then bring the left elbow out to the side, gaze over the left shoulder. Slow inhale as you lengthen through the spine. Slow exhale as you twist in your spine. And come back to center. Place the soles of the feet down to the mat. Bring your feet mat distance apart and just knock the inner knees together. This is such a great pose to release the tension from your lower back. And as you bring the knees together, your feet are mat distance apart. Your feet are still parallel. See if you can press the lower back down to the mat. And then lift the lower back away from the mat. Like doing a mini cat and cow down onto the mat. Just guiding the lower back down to the mat. Pulling the belly button into the spine. Then lifting the belly button up. And then creating a nice arch underneath your lower back. Do it 2 more times. It's just a nice little release for that lower back area. Good. Then bring your knees back or the feet back, hip distance apart. Lift up your right leg. And then hug the right knee into your chest. Then lift the right leg up and pull the right shin closer to the face. Tuck the chin to the chest. Feel that nice stretch through the back of the right leg. And slowly slide your left heel all the way forward. Keeping the activation in the left leg. Flex the left foot. Pull the right knee towards the chest. Good job. Then slowly start to bend your right leg again. Pull the right knee out to the side. Pull into the shoulder socket. Avoid the rib cage. Flex the left foot. Push the back of the left knee down to the mat. Tuck the chin to the chest. Pull the right knee out to the side. Exhale. Bring the right leg over to the left. Gaze over to the right. Go into a little deeper twist here. Now if you have a block and you feel like this is too harsh, too deep right now, you can always place a block underneath that top knee, any height you like. There's a nice release in your lower back and you can lengthen the spine even more in this pose. And come back to center, place both feet down onto the mat. Lift up the left leg and pull the left knee towards the face. Soften the left knee. Gently with the breath, with each exhale, allow the left shin bone to come closer to your face. Then slide your right heel all the way forward. Keep your right leg active like you're pushing the right heel into a wall behind you. With every single exhale, you're softening the left shin bone closer to the face. Bend your left leg, pull the left knee out into the shoulder socket. Feel that pinching sensation in the hip flexor. Tuck the chin to the chest. Deep inhale, pull the knee in. Exhale, supine twist. Bring your left leg over to the right side. Maybe grab that block and place it underneath the left knee. Deep, slow inhale to the nose. And exhale as you twist. And then come back to center. You're going to come into half heavy baby pose. Lift up the right leg and then pull the right knee into that shoulder socket. Feel that stretch. Keep the spine long. Then switch, right foot comes down. Lift up the left leg, pull the left knee into that left shoulder socket. Feel that stretch. And then release it down. Now you're going to lift up both legs. And we're going to start to just place the hands at the back of the knees. And see if you can keep the whole spine down to the mat. So we attempt to lift up the lower back away from the mat to bring the knees up. And see if you can press it back down to the earth. And then pulling the knees into the shoulder socket as you're tucking the chin to the chest. Then either stay here or maybe reach from the inside of the knees and grab the outer arches of the feet for your full happy baby. Feeling the whole spine down to the mat, guiding your lower back down to the earth as you're keeping the chin tucked into the chest. Good. Release. Hug the knees back to your chest. Now grab your shirt or towel, whatever you have, maybe your strap. And then bending the left leg, place the strap around the right foot. Grab the strap in your right hand. Now, this time, see if you can keep the right leg straight. It doesn't mean that you have to lock it out aggressively. Keep maybe a soft bend into the right knee, but you're going to have your right knee as straight as possible. Flex the right foot, and gently pull the shin to the face. And then slide your left heel all the way forward. Place the left palm on the top of the left hip. And imagine your left palm is a sandbag. You're pressing your left hip down to the mat. Your left hip cannot move. So keeping that sandbag left palm onto your hip, guide your right foot out to the side. Slowly. So it doesn't matter if it goes all the way down to the ground. What matters is can you keep the left hip anchoring down to the mat, point the left toes to the ceiling, and then soften the right inner thigh away from the body. Keeping the right leg straight, but not overly locked out. And then bring it back to center. Grab the strap with the left hand, and then slowly guide your right leg out to the side. Bring your right arm out to the side and gaze over the right shoulder. See if you can pull the right toes a little bit higher up towards the left shoulder. Really feel a nice stretch through the IT band on the right side. Oh, feels so good. And then come back to center. Good. Grab the strap with both hands. Lift up your chest. Pull the forehead and the knee together as much as you can. Then see if you can slowly, with the next exhale, soften the back body down to the mat and try to bring the shin down towards the face. Even more. Gentle. With the breath. Good. Good job. Release. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Just first hug the knees into the chest and draw a couple circles with the knee to neutralize the spine, the lower back area. Place the sole of the right foot down to the mat. Lift up the left leg. Then place the strap around the left foot. Soften the left knee, but try to make the left leg a little straighter than before. And then gently with each and every exhale, see if you can soften the muscles, the back of the left leg, and gently guide your left shin closer to the face. Feeling all the nerves are stretching out through the entire left leg. Slide your right heel all the way forward. Keep your right leg active. Point the right toes to the ceiling. Place your right palm onto your hip and push the right hip down. Like the right palm, the right hand is a sandbag and super heavy. Your right hip cannot move. And then slowly start to guide your left foot out to the side. Maybe pause halfway. Re-engage your right leg and push the right hip back down to the mat. Then slowly with the next couple exhales, you guide your left foot away from the body. Feeling that stretch in your left inner thigh, left inner groin area. Deep, slow inhale and exhale. Guide your left leg back to the ceiling. Grab your strap or your shirt with your right hand. Bring your left arm out to the side and then start to guide your left leg out to the right side. Feeling that IT bend stretch. And then see if you can pull the left toes closer to the right shoulder. Deep, slow inhale. Exhale. Nice. Slowly come back up. Grab the strap with both hands. Then lift up your chest. Bring the forehead and knee to touch. Pull the belly in. Grab onto that shirt or strap. And then slowly relax the back of the skull down to the mat and see if you can bring the left shin closer to the face. Beautiful. Slowly release. Release the strap. Hugging the knees into the chest. And then we're going to grab our block. If you have a sturdy, nice big book, that could work as well. We're going to use the block on the medium height. Lift up your hips like you would go into your bridge pose. Your feet are parallel and your heels are close to the sit bone or they're close to the sit bone. Lift the hips and place the block underneath the lower back sacrum. Make sure that the block supports you nicely. Then lift up the right leg and then slowly start to pull the right knee towards your chest. Ooh, that feels good. Then you can start to stretch the left leg forward. Your left heel comes down to the mat. And then pull the right knee a little closer to the chest. Good job. Slide your left heel back. Release the right knee. Place it down to the mat. Lift up the left leg. Pull the left knee to your chest. Feel that stretch in your lower back. In your hip flexor as well. Then slide your right heel forward. Keep the right heel down to the mat. Good. Then slowly release. Bend your right leg, sole of the right foot down to the mat. Release the left knee. Now, you can stay here with the middle block, or you can lift the hips high and then place the block all the way into the highest end. So that feels really good to me. That could be really too much for you. So be mindful. Choose the one that's appropriate for your body. And then hold it here for 5 more breaths, or maybe extend the legs forward, slowly one at a time. And if it feels too much or too intense or too harsh, then back up. And maybe lower the block a little bit more. Slow, deep inhale through the nose. And exhale through the nose. Beautiful. Rebend your knees. Place the soles of the feet down onto the mat. Push into your heels. Lift the hips away from the block. Release the block from underneath this lower back sacrum. Hips down to the mat. Soles of the feet together. Let your knees to fall out to the side. Bring the hands up and overhead. Grab on opposite elbows. Slow inhale through the nose. Exhale, let it out. And pull the knees onto your chest. Hug the knees in. And then rock and roll back and forth onto your mat. Coming all the way into a seated position. Now we're going to bring our right leg out to the side. The sole of the left foot's going to come into the right inner thigh. Push the left knee away from the body. Now if you have 2 blocks and if you like to go into a more gentle variation, you can always frame the shin and then come on down into the forearms so you can keep working on that nice length through the lower spine. If you don't have the blocks or you prefer not to use the blocks, you can just walk the fingers down and bring the forehead towards the right shin. Lift up from your lower back, pull the belly in, turn over your right leg and let the left shoulder melt down to the earth. Bringing the forehead down to your right shin. Come back up. Switch out the legs. Left leg out. So the right foot comes into the left inner thigh. Lift up the chest. Press the right knee away from the body. Again, if you have 2 blocks, I love it here. Framing the left shin, left knee, flexing the left foot, and working on reaching the chest forward. So I'm going to show it from this side. You can see my lower back. If I'm just going to go down, you see my lower back is rounding a lot. I really have to work really hard to make that spine longer. But if I have 2 blocks, it makes it way easier to lengthen out from that lower spine. Find that nice stretch throughout the left hamstring and lower back area. And come on back up. Bring the soles of the feet together. Let your knees to fall out to the side. Sit up nice and tall. Pull the belly in. Inhale, lift up your chest. Tug the chin to the chest, and with a flat spine, start to lean forward. Pause halfway. Lift up from your lower back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together onto your back. Exhale, slowly go down. Bring the forehead down. Start to round to the back. Push the knees to the inner thigh. Good. Slowly coming back up. Sit down onto the mat. I like to turn sideways. Go into Upavishta, wide-legged fold. You can sit up here and work on a nice upright spine, turning the toes and the knees to the ceiling. Or you can start to walk forward with the fingers. Walk forward with the fingers, maintain a flat spine, and then gaze at your toes, making sure that they're still pointing to the ceiling, your knees still pointing to the ceiling. And slowly maybe come down onto the elbows. Again, the block could be super heavy here. You can come down onto the block with the two forearms and lengthening that from the spine. Keep working on that long, long spine here. Or you can place one block at the base of your sacrum or sit bone, and then pulling the belly in and reaching the belly up and over. Walking the fingers forward. Releasing the forehead down. Rotating the toes and the knees to the ceiling. See if you can find areas in your body where you can soften and allow to open up. Slowly come on back. Coming to a side stretch. And place a block to the inside of the right knee. Place the right forearm down. Push the left sit bone down. Lift up from the left side waist. And then reach the left arm up and over. So instead of trying to reach all the way to your right toe, make it a little bit softer, easier. Or actually lower the block a little bit lower, but you can keep it higher as well. I want you to feel how you're lengthening through the left side body, creating more space through the left side body. Good, come back to center. Place the block to the inside of the left knee. Left elbow comes down, right arm high. Root down to the right sit bone, and then slowly reach your right arm up and over. Like you're opening space in between each and every ribs. And then using the breath to bring the air in between those ribs. Good job, come on back up. Bring your feet together. Dandasana. Flex your feet. Sit up nice and tall. Lower the shoulders away from the ears. And like press the palms down towards the mat like you're trying to lift yourself up. And then grab a strap or a shirt or towel. Wrap around your feet. Create a flat spine. Deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, bend the elbows. Keep the flat spine. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. And gently pull your chest closer to your thighs. Neck is part of your spine, so lengthen through all four corners of your neck. Try not to bring your gaze too high, too low. Keep your neck as the extension of your spine. Slowly with each exhale, go a little closer to your legs. And then if you want, you can release the strap and come all the way down. Just gently release the forehead down to your shins. 3 more breaths. Rise up, inhale. Bend your knees. Soles of the feet down onto the mat. Reach the arms forward. Roll all the way down to your back. Hug the knees into your chest one more time. We're going to come into a plow pose. You can come in simply into a leg up and against the wall, just lifting the heels up over the sit bones, over the hip bones. And you can literally go over to a wall and have the wall support your heels. That's a really, really great pose, especially if you have lower back issues. Most of us do have some lower back issues, either coming back and leaving us or staying around for long. So this is one of my favorite poses you can do onto your back to have your heels against the wall. You can keep it like that, or you can swing the legs up and overhead for a plow pose. Now your toes may not touch the ground, then I want you to support your lower back. If your toes are coming all the way down to the mat, you can interlock the hands behind your back, straighten out through the elbows, pressing the pinky edge down to the mat. Soften the knees or keep them straight, whatever feels better. I like to play around here, maybe straightening one leg and then straighten the other leg, maybe both, then bending both knees, ear pinning posture. Slowly release. Hands onto your lower back. Roll back down onto your mat. Cross your right ankle on top of the left knee, figure 4. Pull the left knee towards the face, towards the chest. So you can come into a simple figure 4. I like to do another thing here. I'm going to show it to you guys. I like to place 2 blocks all the way to the mat, to the wall, and then scoot all the way to the blocks. So my sit bones are touching those blocks. Then placing the left foot onto the wall, your right ankle crosses. So make sure you feel the sit bones touching the blocks. And then you can start to open up the right knee and feel how both sit bones are touching the blocks equally. Because we tend to twist in our hips. So that's a really nice way to check onto the hip situation. If you just simply want to be on your back and do your figure 4 like that, or you don't have the blocks, do not worry about this whole thing I just said. Then switch out the legs. Left leg crosses over the right. You can be at the wall with those blocks, checking onto the sit bone situation, or simply laying down onto your back and then grabbing onto your right leg, pulling it closer to the chest. Any variation works. Feel that ease in your hip joint, soften the muscles around the left hip. Great, slowly release. Hug the knees one more time all the way to your chest. If you are by the wall, release those blocks, scooch away from the wall, hugging the knees to the chest, lifting the forehead to your knees, rolling into this small little energy ball here. And then slowly release everything down to the mat, soles of the feet together, knees falling out to the side, palms facing to the ceiling, adjust the shoulder blades onto your back. Just coming down for a couple breaths. Shavasana. Letting go of your practice, your thoughts, your day, your week. And simply practicing, focusing on nothing else other than your breath. Create space on your mat in between the thoughts. Let go of the breath control. Allow your breath to be natural, in and out through the nose. Soften the muscles around the face, around the jaw, around the eyes, around the forehead. Softening the muscles and the skin around the crown of the head. Relax the shoulders, the arm bones, the fingers. Relax your hips. Relax your lungs, your belly, your internal organs. Allow your knees to fall out to the side. As you soften the muscles around the legs, the bones in your legs, your toes, your feet. Feeling the support underneath you. Place your left palm onto your heart, the right palm onto your belly. Take a moment to feel your beautiful heartbeat. Take a moment to be grateful for everything what you have right here, right now. Then gently close your knees. Guide your knees onto the chest. Give yourself a gentle squeeze. Bring your right arm to your side. Keeping the knees bent, roll over to your right side. Gently press yourself up into a comfortable seat. Cross your shins. Bring the hands to your heart. Bow in front of your hands, bow in front of your heart. Take a slow inhale through the nose. Let it out, exhale. Lift your thumbs in between the eyebrows. Lift the gaze to the ceiling, open your eyes. Together we bow forward, sealing into our practice. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me today on this beautiful Friday morning. And when the sun came out, I see a bunch of hummingbirds circling around me. It's beautiful here. Hope you guys had a wonderful week. You're gonna have a very good weekend. This was a great practice for your lower back pain or sensitivity. It's a great thing to practice. So if you like to do it one more time, I'm gonna post this on YouTube at Aura 7 Yoga. And come back. We'll see you guys next week with a bunch of new classes and teachers here at Aura 7 Activewear. It was a pleasure to be your guide, and have a wonderful day. See you guys soon.